don't hit the buttons. We're on 3 different channels. Now I can see all 3 chats. That's a daggone shame. I'm pressing the button, and it's just doing what it want to do. I'm holding the volume button down, it ain't responding. But it's just sending notification after notification. I don't get it, but we ain't gonna cry about it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. I just got one question. Are we live? Yes, we are, because there we are. Y'all can see we on the Minister Brother Derek's channel. We on EBIKE Life with Brother Derek. We also on the Reverend Brother Derek show. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to look at that. We here because we got some video to show, okay? We got video to show. All right, we got 2 back-to-back days that I've been out doing a day, nice clear video in 360 VR. I'm going to be panning it and showing you the things that I think you'd be interested in seeing. We discovered a new road, a road that I've been looking at for a couple of weeks. We actually went down it and we found other things, and we found a new way to go. I was getting tired of taking the same ways. We were going through John Hopkins University. We was going up Charles Street. Then we were going down Falls Road. Then we found an extension on the Falls Road, and we're going that way. I showed it to you at night. The videos are up. Now I'm going to show it to you in the daytime, and we got 2 different daytime trips, and they're showing you different things. So let's get it. Let's get right into it. So let me just grab all the video here. There's a lot of it. We gotta get it off the PC. We got new videos coming tomorrow.
So I seen this recording, so let's go. Oh, we gotta pull it up on this phone.
And let me know how the volume is.
There we are.
Let me pull the video up for y'all so y'all can see it.
Hey, Tony Man.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hey, Marion. Welcome to the show, y'all. Thanks for coming with me, because
thanks for showing that trash
bag. Down that road. We going into the abyss. And I ain't exaggerating. I might not come back. That's how. I don't know what I'm gonna find down here. You know.
All right, so let's get moving.
People like me down there. Look like me, so like you know, these niggas.
Somebody got a little triggered because I said that. Somebody got a little triggered because I said that.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming along.
Fact of the matter is, I'm taking y'all places that most black folk don't go. Oh, there go my neighbor. Hold on.
You on there? I don't know what you got down there, but we going. What do we got? Come on, baby. Yes. You ain't nothing right now, Evan. You never know. Have a good one, Dave.
I'm looking down at the
Hey,
chair
yo,
on the
we
phone.
going down here. I'm nervous, but it's beautiful outside. It's like a summer day. It's absolutely gorgeous outside, yeah.
Let's speed up.
Like I said, hopefully it don't be no hiccup, but I wouldn't be surprised if we going into the back next. Hey, now. Let's make a game of it. If y'all see anybody that look like me, say it in chat. That's how serious I am. We going. I'm really nervous about this trip. Because I don't know, I really don't know where we're going. I just got an idea.
And somebody got a little triggered because I said that. Fact of the matter is, like I said, we go where a lot of black folks ain't gonna go.
Like, no man, good.
If you go through there, they go through it. They don't stay there. They ain't stopping. Ain't nobody hanging around.
We got our real lights on, so
they doing what they got to do to get out of there.
Hit, but we definitely
somebody got triggered because I said that.
How y'all doing today? Y'all might see me on the news. We going all the way out Falls Road to the Queen. So, you know, there ain't gonna be nobody like me up there. So hopefully I'll get to come back. All right.
Now, they know I'm just joking around, but apparently one of the family members took offense to what I was saying. I'm just trying to drum up drama for the ride. But as usual, you know how women are. Gotta get in their feelings.
Oh, might not have no more that.
They don't use their logic, their common sense. They go with their feelings.
Don't play that song. Yeah. You won't show me love because I'm not love. Come on, play with bucket. You won't show me love because I'm not thug.
Now, when I show y'all the thumbnails for the videos, I usually take the thumbnail just like this on the PC. I do a screenshot. so y'all can see the Raven symbols on the gloves. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one on the head. So let's go. Let's ride. Who at the bus stop?
I didn't mean to go there, but I entered the land, a lion that of the studio, who feels the show from the yo, bro, that blow. But the mic was a hand, it kept rid of my people. So one man playing, you won't show me love because I'm not a thug.
Hey, man.
You won't show me love because I'm not a thug.
How you doing today? I'm about to get out the game.
Because I'm not a thug.
Like 3.0.
Listen to me as I start to flow. Cause my own representation. I would have said, no kind of thing.
All right, well, hold on a second, man. I like the 3.0 because of the extra power. First of all, it has a Bafang motor. Bafang motor is the #1 motor in the e-bike business. That's the first thing. The extra torque is good for going uphill. People say the word torque, they don't know what it means. Torque is a combination of the motor's energy and the power of the motor. A bike's torque is very important. The fact that it has 60 Newton meters of torque, that's a lot. Bessie only has 45. The bike I'm riding right now only has 45 Newton meters of torque. And it's carrying around my 265 pounds, and it's taking us uphill, and you see us go up steep hills. And 45 does it. I believe that the 3.0 has 60 Newton meters of torque. That means they got the power. Bessie peaks between 750 and 800 watts. The new Climber 3.0 peaks at 900 and something. That's a lot of power. And the fact that it don't look like an e-bike and that it has the display into the handlebars. It's not a separate display. Like my display right now, you can see that it's not even reading. This ain't the display for the bike. The display for my bike got damaged in the accident. It got cracked. So I took this off. I took this display off another bike and put it on here, and you can see that it's not showing us the speed, but it is showing us the battery level. It's showing us the pedal assist mode that we in, and that's it. And it'll show us if the headlight is on. That's all it's showing me. So I definitely need a new bike. If anybody buys a bike, I don't care if you buy a mini. The people said if we sell one bike, that they will send us a new bike. And I'm hoping that it's a Climber. I'll take a PS6, but hope a Climber. I'll take a GS9 Plus, but I want the new Climber. And as a matter of fact, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Stop screen sharing. Screen share again. This is the Climber right here. See that Bafang motor? See how it's flushed in the dash? That's what I like. You know, the full suspension, the Bafang motor. Let's just take a closer look at it. This is the climber right here. I like about it, it don't look like an e-bike. Your battery and your controller is inside this frame right here. Your controller's up here, your battery's right here. Some people say they don't like the battery band in here because you have to tilt the bike to the side. Because the display is in the dash, you don't have to worry about tilting the bike to the side or even turning it upside down if you want, because the display is in the dash. This is what I think sets this bike apart from any of the other bikes I've seen. All your information is right here. And you can use the buttons. You just push that power button right there, and you can go through all the different screens. It ain't just this screen. It's like 6 different screens of information that you can see. But the fact that your information is flush with the handlebar. So that means that even if you turn it upside down, say you had to change a tire or something, or you wanted to switch the batteries, you don't have to worry about protecting this because it's flush. The brakes are not going to let it touch the ground. So you don't have to worry about getting your screen scratched up. You don't have to worry about some kid running by and yanking it off. You understand what I'm saying? Marion says she likes a fast-going e-bike. You know, you see a lot of people saying that they got 1,500 watt, 2,000 watt e-bikes, 3,000 watt e-bikes. You know, they like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. The problem is these people take these bikes into the back neck. They on the trails. They out in the mountains. You can't put them bikes on the road. People say, I want all this power, but the government says, we don't want you on the road with that power. The government says that an e-bike with a throttle, whether it be handheld throttle or twist throttle, an e-bike cannot be, now you see this has a thumb throttle. An e-bike cannot have a throttle and be more than 750 watts. It doesn't say peak. You got to learn the difference between nominal and peak. It says an e-bike cannot be more than 750 watts nominal. What does nominal mean? Nominal means that if you run the motor at 750 watts, the motor will run until the battery dies. It won't fluctuate. It will stay there. Peak power is when the motor needs a burst of energy and it saves up power. It reserves power. It puts energy in reserve. And when you need to scale a steep hill or you need to take off quickly, like if the light turned green and you're the first bike, you know, you're the first person in line and cars behind you, that peak power will let you start faster. But that peak power depends on how much actually energy you stored before the last time you needed to go more than the watts of the bike. If your bike is 500 watts, like Bessie, she peaked between 750 and 800 watts. When we going uphill, or when we take off real quick, the energy that's stored by the battery, it'll use it, but it only lasts for a limited amount of time. So make sure that you know the difference between peak power and nominal power, because I'm seeing a lot of bikes that advertise, like Rad Power. They advertise a bike at being 750 watts, when in actuality, it's a 500 watt. It'll peak at 750, but it can only stay at 750 for a minute or so, and then it go right back down You understand what I'm saying? It won't stay there. So if you want a 750 watt bike, make sure it's nominal at the wattage you want it to go at. Now, like I say, Bessie is a 500 watt. If you think that Bessie is fast, then a 500 watt bike is good for you. If you want to go faster, then you might want to go 750. If you go higher than 750, you're breaking the law. And you're no different than these young boys that's riding these dirt bikes out here and hoping that the cops don't pull them over and impound them and get them a big ticket or lock them up. You'll be in that same boat because you're breaking the law. Now, there are people that got common sense and they can go out there and they can have a 1,000 watt nominal e-bike. They can have a 1,500 watt nominal e-bike and they ride it like they got some sense. Nobody won't say nothing. But the people that's out there trying to act like a daggone fool. Because see, as much as you think that a car will be glad that you can go just as fast as they can, no, they're not. The cars are irritated with you on the road because they have to watch out for you, one. Two, they paying for insurance. They paying for gas. They have to be registered. You don't. So they angry with you, even though you ain't nothing to them. The fact that you can be on the road with them, ride the same lanes with them, be in their way, and they paying all this money and you ain't paying nothing. It costs 40 cents to charge your e-bike up. How much it costs to fill a gas tank up in the car? $50, $100 to fill a gas tank up? 40 cents. People get irritated. When you go to the parks, the state parks, when you go to the trails, the people that's riding the regular bikes, they don't look at you and say, hey, that's a nice bike. They look at you and say, hey, you're cheating. What do you mean I'm cheating? Well, we out here pedaling and look at you riding that bike with a motor on it. Well, why do you care if I got a motor? Well, it ain't fair that you got a motor and I don't. Well, why don't you buy a bike with a motor? I don't want one. Okay, you didn't want one. That was your choice. I wanted a bike with a motor. Maybe I'm disabled. Maybe I got bad legs. Well, you shouldn't be out here riding with us. It's not your decision. The law says I got the same rights you do. So when you on the street, the people in cars have an issue with you. Even though the law says you got the right to be out there riding with them, they don't want you out there with them. When you go on the trails and when you get in the bike lanes, the people that ride regular bikes, they don't want you out there with them. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody always got something to fuss about. Stay within the law and you're untouchable. Get a bike that's nominal at 750 watts or less. Can't nobody say nothing to you. There's no law against the peak power. You can get an e-bike that's 750 watts. It might peak at 1100. There's no law against that. But don't get a bike that's nominal at more than 750 watts. Because eventually you're going to get caught. And when you do, they're going to give you a big ticket or take your bike from you. That's why you see all these videos of these young boys. They got the surrounds and they out there riding around in packs. Why are they in packs? Because they hope that the police don't pull them over because there's so many of them. They hope they don't want to be bothered. They go on them trails and they hope that the park officers don't pull them over. They don't want to be bothered. But they do. And the videos are up. They know them bikes are illegal. They know they're illegal, but they still get them. The one thing you want to do is make sure that your bike, I don't care how it looks, it can look like a motorcycle, it can look like a scooter. Make sure it got pedals. As long as it has pedals, it's considered an e-bike. It's in the same class as a bicycle. you can ride it anywhere. But some places, like I said, because the people that ride regular bikes might be in their feelings. Somebody that's in a car don't want to see a bike pass them. They get triggered. And that's why they complain to the law. So you said that's true too. Yep, down here right now, no Saron. I'm gonna tell you something. I would like to ride a Saron, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't need that much power. 2 months ago, I hit the ground at 24 miles per hour. Okay. Y'all saw how messed up I was. That was just 24 miles per hour. Those Sarons can do 40. Going downhill, they can do 50, 55. If I hit the ground at 55, suppose I was on a Saron, I don't think I'd be alive. I'm being honest with you. Sometimes it's a little too much. Even when I'm riding Bessie, you'll hear me hitting the brakes. You'll be like, what's he hit the brakes for? Ain't nothing in front of him. Sometimes you go too fast. If you hit a bump, it's going to throw you in the air. And you might can recover and keep the bike straight and on the road, or you might wind up on your head. There's no reason to do that excessive speeding. Some people get a thrill out of it. I understand. But like I say, I learned the hard way. I hit the ground. But like I say, the fact that this got a Bafang motor, the fact that it peaks at over 900 watts, you got full suspension, you got fat tires, the display is flush, it got a 17.5 amp hour battery. We changed the battery today. Now, we got 2 rides to show you. We got 2 rides to show you today. And the ride that we took today, I had to switch batteries. If I had this bike, I wouldn't have had to switch batteries. This bike is almost 18 amp hours. The 2 batteries that I carry around every day, that's extra weight on the bike, which slows the bike down, having to carry them 2 batteries. It's only 20.2 amps. This bike is 17.5 amps. That means carrying 1 battery is almost as much power as carrying 2 of them bikes, and you ain't got to switch them. On our trip tomorrow, I'm going to have to switch batteries because we're going to burn 1 battery up going to the hospital. We got 2 appointments there. Then we got to ride back. We're going to burn up the other battery. If I had this bike, I could make the trip in 1 pass. If I had this bike, I could do the full trip and still have battery left. That's why I need somebody to buy a bike so they can send me one. But nobody won't buy one. But if anybody is interested, all you gotta do is just, wait a minute, let me clear that up. If anybody interested, all they gotta do is just hit add to cart, go to checkout. You use my link. The code is already there. BROTHA. They're asking $2,200. I can get you this bike for $19. But if that's too much for you, I can save you $286. That's too much for you. Even though you can use the other seller. And we don't get nothing for it, but I can save you $400 off. You can get the bike for $17.99. If somebody buys the bike and uses this coupon, we don't get nothing for it. But if you use the code BROTHER, instead of $400 off, you get $286 off. But they'll send me a bike to review for y'all and show y'all what it can do. So like I say, it's more important to me for people to get exercise. All right, it looks like we getting trolled. We getting something, but I got them out of there. We on 3 different channels, so let me get y'all my promotional link if anybody interested in buying a bike. Like I said, it's not that big a deal to me because I got 2 of them. I mean, you know, I'm good. If somebody want to save $400, then use the Brother Dark Climber link. If somebody want to help the show out and let them send me a bike to show y'all, then use the Brother link. That's the link right there. And this is the code. I'm more interested than people getting on the bike and getting up and moving and being agile. That's the coupon code, Brother Dark Climber. Or if you want to help the show out, help the platform out, use the code BROTHER. Either way. Now, if this is too expensive for you, well, you can get the GS9. It's just an older version of the Climber. It doesn't have a Bafang motor. It peaks. The motor peaks at between 750 instead of 900 and something. Instead of a 17.5 amp hour battery, you get a 13 amp hour battery. You get the same suspension, front and frame suspension. You get a color display. Well, look at how the display sits up. I'd rather have it in the handlebars. You know, can't nobody knock it off. It won't get caught in nothing. Me personally. But that's basically the differences. Now, if you don't need, let me add it to the cart. Let me take out the Climber real quick. The Climber's sitting there. Take out the Climber 3.0. Let's go to checkout. Now they're asking $15.99. If you use my code, I can get you $208 off of it, and they'll send us a bike. But if you use, I don't know if my GS9 code working or not. It might not still be active, but we'll find out. Okay, put that in and then take out that part. Does my GS9 code still work? Yep. So I can get you $300 off. You can get the bike for $12.99. If you use Brother Derek GS9, I can get you $300 off. If you want to help the show out, because they said they would send us a bike if we sold one. They didn't say what kind. Instead of saving $300, you save $208, which will allow us to get a bike. So it's basically a 90, it's like a $91 difference. Some people will say, well, why do I care about the show getting the bike? Because if they send me a bike, I can go out there and show you what it can do. I can put it through its paces. I can let you see if this is something you can use in your life to make your life easier. I also can get into the technical things, how to set the speed, the power assist levels, the maintenance. That's how it benefits everybody. This is the GS9 Plus. They've improved it. Now this has a 750 watt nominal motor, but it's not a Bafang. It ain't as good as a Bafang. I'd rather have a 500 watt Bafang that can peak at 950 watts than to have a 750 watt motor that peaks at 1,000. Even though this motor on paper is supposed to be more powerful, it's not a Bafang. It's like getting one of them Chinese phones off of AliExpress. They say iPhone and they cost $100. And you know a real iPhone is $1,100. Do you think that $100 phone is going to perform like that iPhone? Do you think that $50 Samsung is going to perform like a $1,000 Samsung phone? It might look like it. The Bafang is the top of the line. I'd rather have the top of the line than have something that's supposed to be stronger, but is made by people you ain't never heard of. Now, what makes this bike, besides the 750 watt motor that's supposed to peak at 1,000, what separates this bike is those tires. Look at those 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. Look how fat they are. These tires are almost bigger than me. They like riding on pillows. After you get on a fat tire e-bike, you can't get on a regular bike. You will not like it. With these tires, you don't even need really suspension. But if you want to, you got potholes, like you live in a city like I do, where they don't fix the daggone streets, you need suspension. Hitting those potholes with no suspension is going to tear your wrist up. It's going to give you a headache after a while. Boom, 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 boom. I rode this bike. I didn't care about a pothole. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't care about a pothole. These big tires hit the pothole and keep right on going. Go over the curb. You don't even care. It keep right on going. It don't flinch. And because of that suspension, you don't feel anything. This whole frame flexes. When you hit a bump, everything flexes to carry the impact. It just bows and flexes. It just carries, it absorbs the impact. So you don't feel it. I was on the bumpiest roads on this bike. I hate to say it, I sold it to Mud Duck. I hate to say it, I actually miss it. I didn't think I would, but I actually miss it. But by having that full suspension, the Climber and the GS9, they all got the same similar suspension. You can put the seat all the way down. So even though my inseam is 29.5 inches, these tires are 26 inch. So if the seat is sitting up here, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. If I stay on this bike as it is right now, my feet won't touch the ground. That worries me. This will make me feel like a little. You ever seen a little kid on the BMX, like a 4-year-old, and when they stop, they gotta be one foot on the ground, the other foot in the air, and they on the side. That's what I would have to be. I feel like a little kid. But like I say, I think the Climber is the best. But if you want the 4-inch instead of the 3-inch wheels for that extra comfort, and this has a 14.5 amp hour battery. The Climber has a 17.5. So you can get an extra 25 miles on the Climber. But like I said, the battery in the controller is in the frame. Can't nobody steal it. You ain't got to worry about getting it wet, damaging it. It's locked away, sealed. Another thing about Paselec bikes, the batteries are contained. You know, people talk about the batteries catching on fire. A lot of the times in those videos, the battery sits outside the bike. They're not contained. But a lot of those are those Chinese bikes off of AliExpress and Alibaba that they get. Them things are overvolted. You got to realize the United States says a bike can only be 750 watts. But they overvolt the motors. They still 750 watt motors. They just overvolt them. What does that mean? It's just like if you have a computer and you overvolt your computer. You can do that. The manufacturer doesn't recommend you do it because you could actually burn out. You could burn out the components in your computer. Your computer could catch on fire because you overvolt it, meaning you're giving it more power than it's supposed to have. And it can handle it sometimes. Sometimes it can't. If it get hot, it can melt, it can explode. Same thing with a battery. Especially when you overcharge them. Don't fall asleep. Don't leave it. If you're going to charge the battery, make sure the battery near you. You can take the battery out and bring it in the house with you. You can't bring the bike in the house. You can bring the battery in and charge it. Have it sitting right next to you. When you see the light turn green, unplug it. Or make sure the bike has protection. Paselec bikes, they either use LG or Samsung battery. They don't use no cheapy-cheaps. You have to realize a lot of these no-name brand manufacturers do the same thing that they do with the phones. They take the rejected parts that a good company like Samsung or Sony or LG or Apple, they take the parts that they throw away. You ain't got to throw them away. We'll buy them from you. They take them parts and they make those products, and that's why them products are faulty. Because they've been rejected by the manufacturer. And a lot of the times, the same people that work for the big companies, they'll start their own companies. And they take the trash from the good companies they work for. And they take the parts home and they make them and sell them themselves. They made out of rejected bad parts. You got to be careful when you're buying stuff that seems so cheap. There's a reason for it. They're made out of rejected parts. But anyway, if anybody interested in getting the GS9 Plus, I'll show you how to get it. Let me take that out. Add it to cart. Let's check it out. They asking $19.99. If you use the code BROTHER, they'll send us a brand new e-bike for me to demonstrate for y'all and show y'all. And they'll take off $260. You'll get a $260 discount. It'll cost you $17.39 before taxes. But let me see if my GS9 code works. Butter Direct GS9 Plus. Hit apply. My GS9 Plus code doesn't work. I'll try it again. It doesn't work anymore. So you can only use the code BROTHER if you want to get GS9 Plus. But I'll get you $260 off. I'd rather have a Climber, I'm sorry. I'd rather have that flush display, that Bafang motor. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I hit the wrong thing. Now, like I said, if somebody wanted to help us out, let me get rid of this real quick. All right. If somebody really wanted to help the show out, you can get a mini. And like I said, you know, you can order the bike and then you can send it back. You know, after I tell y'all it's on the boat and we got a tracking number, you know, y'all can send it back. Somebody really wanted to help the show out, you ain't got to keep the bike. What I like about this bike is it's portable. I don't know why they didn't give it a front suspension fork. I think that's the biggest mistake they made, not giving it a front suspension fork. But they give you a seat post suspension. This, look how the battery bigger than the bike. It got a 13 amp hour battery on little 14-inch wheels. It's hard to kill that battery. I'm telling you, I haven't done it. With all the hills here in Baltimore, I can't kill that battery. We have yet to kill that battery. And it's only 13 amp hours. The GS9 Plus is 14.5, and the Climber 3.0 has a 17.5. We can't kill the battery on this bike. Now Bessie has a 10.4. We've killed the battery. So for those of y'all that say it don't make a difference, yes it do. It do make a difference. I think I could take 2 of these batteries around. I could ride around all day. Because it don't have front suspension, it's not as comfortable as riding the other bikes that they have. But that's the reason why it's so cheap. But if you want something you want to take on the train, on the subway, this bike is a good choice. Its motor peaks at 520 watts. But it's on 14-inch wheels. The motor ain't got much to turn. That means you get all the power, all the torque, you get everything, because the motor ain't got to do much. Turn these little wheels. The bike I just showed you had 26-inch 4-inch wide wheels. This only got 14-inch 2-inch wide wheels. So that motor ain't got much to turn. The same way them stand-up scooters. Where did they get that power from? The wheel's so small that the motor ain't got to do nothing. It takes a lot to turn those fat tires. You don't believe me? Get on a fat tire e-bike and try to ride it and then get on a regular bike without using the motor and see how heavy it is. You'll find out how heavy it is. Trust me. So let me show you the discount. They're asking $7.95. You can see we on my website. Brother's already in there. I can get you $103 off of it, and you can get the bike for $6.95. Let me see if my other code works. Does Bubba Dark Mini still work? No, it doesn't work anymore. Okay. So the only discount I can give you is Brother. Somebody want to help the show out, order one of these, and then after I tell y'all that the bike they sending me, I got a tracking number, cancel it and get your money back. Help the show out. But I think that once you get a bike, you ain't gonna want to give it up. But if somebody really wanted to help the show out and give me something new to show y'all, somebody order a bike and then cancel it. This is the bike that I'm riding right now. This is my daily driver. This is the Paselec Px5. This is the bike that actually got me into it because I hit the people up and I told them, I said, look, y'all asking all this money for this bike, and the electric XP was $9.99 at the time. But they could give me this bike in 7 days or less, and electric XP was talking about 2 months to get a bike. They have a back order. Now, both bikes are made overseas, but the difference was they got 2 warehouses here. So chances are one of them is going to have it. That's what I liked about this company. They got, it's not just a warehouse in the Philippines where they are. They got a warehouse in the UK. They got 2 warehouses in the United States. So this is why I wanted to go with them, because I can go there. I can get on the bus and go there. I can go on the plane and go there. I'm not going overseas or Philippines. But the fact that they gave you seat post suspension, and Lexus wanted you to spend $100 for seat post suspension, and they had front suspension. The first electric XP didn't have no suspension at all. It costs $200 to get, unless you know how to do it yourself. It's still gonna cost you $100 or something. It's gonna cost you, but you gotta pay somebody to give you a front suspension for it. But this came with the front suspension for it, and it came with the seat post suspension. But other than that, they pretty much had the same specs. The electric had metal fenders, and these have hard plastic. I don't see the difference. I don't know how having a metal fender is better than having plastic fender. It adds weight to it. The job is to keep the mud and the water off of you. Why does it matter what it's made out of? That's what I was told. Well, you know, and the electric XP, it got metal. What's it called? It adds more weight. Metal is heavier. These bikes are already, 70 pounds. And then you want to put metal on it? Oh, Lord. But anyway, I talked them down. And they said if you make some videos for us and you put a couple things on Amazon, we'll give you a discount. And that's how I wound up with this bike. So I bought this bike. And this is my main driver. The other bikes that I've shown y'all, they've sent me to show y'all. But I bought this bike and I still have it. I still use it as my daily driver. If somebody buy a bike, then we can get another daily driver. We can put this bike in the closet and let it rest. But till then, we got the road with it. It's got a 500 watt motor that peaks at almost 800 watts. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It's got a 10.4 amp hour battery. The controller is in the back part of the frame right here by the seat. And then when you fold it at, the battery's right here. And you're going to see me change the battery today. You're going to see me fold the bike up and change the battery. 20-inch, 4-inch wide fat tires. You got front suspension. I don't know why in their advertisements, they never show the seat post suspension. See, it's right here on the white one. I don't know why on the black one they don't show it. Because I didn't even know when I bought the bike. When I bought the bike in April of 2021, I didn't know it came with seat post suspension. Till I opened the box up. I didn't even know it. Because the picture for the black one, they don't show the seat post suspension. Some of them are saying, well, what's so special about the seat post suspension? Well, it's better to have the frame suspension. But if you can't have that, the next best thing is to have the seat post suspension. Why? So you don't feel the bumps on your hiney. That's why. You sit in your butt right there. Well, why you want to feel like a bump? Now, you have the tires sucking up a lot of the impact, but you still feel it. Not as much on a 2-inch wide tire, but you still feel it. So you want the suspension. You don't want the front of the bike. When the front of the bike hits something hard or hit a pothole, it jaws up to your hands, to your shoulders. And then you hit the other side, and then it jaws you up your legs, up your feet, up your legs, up to your butt. At least by having seat post suspension and front suspension, it can absorb that shock. It can take a lot of the discomfort away. Very important. And unlike the electric SP, you can take the key out. You don't have to keep the key in here to use it. But you use the key to unlock the battery and turn the bike on. But once you turn it a certain way to turn it on, turn it a little bit, pull the key right out. I don't keep the key in there. Matter of fact, you're going to see me today. When I show the video, you're going to see me use the key. Like I say, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people say 500 watts ain't enough. I don't know what they're doing because 500 watts is enough, and you'll see. But sometimes when I'm going uphill, sometimes I wish I could go a little faster. But there's got cars behind me. If there ain't no cars behind me, going uphill ain't a big deal. Matter of fact, we go up a steep hill. Because I was being nosy. I've been riding by this road for years when I was driving and never went up there because I ain't have a reason to. I don't know nobody back there. There was no reason to go back there. But we went today, and that hill, that's like going up the mountain and climbing. But we got up it. And it wasn't much effort. But I could have used the climber today. So for all the people that say, you know, it don't matter, yes it do. But as I get in better and better shape, I don't need that extra power. When you first get an e-bike, you might be riding it. You might be riding the throttle and letting the motor do all the work. But after a while, you start pedaling on your own and you get in shape. You don't need the motor as much. You know, I have the pedal assist. I have to go 3 cranks before the motor even starts assisting me if I'm using the pedal assist. But if we have to start on a steep hill, I start out and I pedal with the throttle. After I get going, I let the throttle go. Now, I can get you 168 off this bike. You can get it for $11.30. Let me tell you my other coupon code work. If you use that, if you use Brother, they'll send us a new e-bike, and I'm gonna ask for a climber. You use Paselec Px5, my code don't work anymore. Okay. So the bike that I bought, my code don't work anymore. I ain't happy about that. You know, the one that I paid for. Now, if you want the ultimate in a folding e-bike, I still would take a climber. But this is the Paselec Px5. This is the upgrade to my bike, the bike that I'm about to ride for y'all. This is the upgrade. You say it look the same. Well, yeah, it do. Look at that heavy duty rack though. That's an upgrade. No suspension seat post. Why? Because you got a shock. You got a full frame shock. You don't need a suspension seat post. That means I can put the seat all the way down, and my feet can comfortably touch the ground. This is the 6. I'm on the 5 right now, and my feet touch the ground, but I have the seat post up to take advantage of the seat post suspension. I don't want the seat post up. I want the seat all the way down to the bottom, so I have my feet touch the ground comfortably. Think about it. I only got a 29-inch inseam. These bikes are 20 by 4 inch. So that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. If I got on this bike the way they got it right now, I only have 1 inch clear for my feet to be on the ground. 1 inch. That means if I lean back, my feet will not touch the ground. Keep that in mind when you're buying an e-bike. Can you put the seat all the way down? Keep that in mind. Like I say, this bike has an 8-speed Altus Shimano. I have a 7-speed Tourney, which is entry level Shimano. This is mid-range Shimano. Gain system on him. For those of you that pedal, it makes a difference. For those of you that's just going to ride the throttle, it don't make a difference. Because the motor ain't got nothing to do with the gain system. The motor going to run no matter what you do, pedal or not. The motor going to run. Now, you can help the motor out and pedal with it, but the motor going to run regardless on a hub motor. I like the heavy-duty bike rack. The rack that I got now is good, but this is excellent because it's built into the frame. A lot better than one that's on my bike. Instead of a 10.4, it got a 12 amp hour battery. Be able to go farther. It's got a 750 watt motor that peaks at over 1,000 watts. It's got a front headlight and it's got a rear tail light. And when you hit the brakes, the rear tail light flashes, let the cars know that you're slowing down. That's another thing I like about the Mini. My bike, you just get a tail light at the end of the rack. You know, a reflector. You don't get a real light. You know, I got my own on there, but you know, it's nice that they provide them. It got a color display. You got hydraulic brakes, full suspension. If you want a foldable, this is the mother load. And it's good for taking off-road, jumping over bumps and all that. That's what you're looking for. It comes in green, army green. You got people in the military. They love to ride around the base on this. Instead of riding around in the Jeep burning gas, they can ride around and have fun. And only spend 40 cents to charge the battery. Matter of fact, the government will pay it, not them. Let me take out the Px5. Anybody think about getting this bike? Use my discount code BROTHER. They'll send us a bike for me to show y'all. I can get you $208 off. You only pay $13.91. Let me see if my old code works. Hold on. Let me see if my old code works. Paselec Px5. I'll give you $300 off. You'll pay $12.99. Use Paselec Px5. You can get it for $300. Or use brother and help the show out, and you can get $207.87. So you can help the show out and pay $80 more, or you can go ahead and help yourself out, and it's up to you. You make the videos and show us how to use it. You know? Your choice. So showed y'all the bike. But like I said, that climber. But all you gotta do is just use my link. Check real quick. Marion says, I got one crate and not even a happy. It'll start up. I pedal. I got a pedal, didn't really use the old throttle. Could you get more exercise with that? Wait a minute. What? You said it'll start up, you pedal. I got a pedal, didn't really use the old throttle. Could you get any more exercise with that? The one thing about the e-bike is you have settings on the e-bike. Hold on, I'll show you. You have settings on the e-bike. Give me 1 second here. See right here where it says PAS? That's passenger assist level. It goes from 0 to 5. But if you go into the settings and you hold down the plus and minus button at the same time, if your bike has walk mode, which means if you hold the bottom arrow down, make sure you hold the brake, because the bike will take off by itself, because it's called walk mode. You had to cross the street, or if you have to walk up a hill and they won't let you ride the bike, or you want to walk through the mall or something, you can put it on walk mode and the bike will move at 4 miles per hour and you just walk with it and you ain't got to do nothing but just hold it up. But sometimes when you press them both at the same time, if you make the mistake and don't press the top button and the bottom button, these two arrows at the same time, you can engage the walk mode. You hold them down until you see PO. When you see PO show up on the screen, you use this button down here, your power button. You power through the different modes. There's 20 of them. You can set your pedal assist level anywhere from 1 to 9. The bike will come, depending on what bike you get, it'll come between 1 to 3 or 1 to 5. So let's use 1 to 5. Now I can put them, I can take it to 9, but let's do 1 to 5. If you're in 0, it's a regular bike. You can hit that throttle all you want, it won't do nothing. The motor will not engage. It's a regular bike. If you go someplace and they say e-bike's not allowed, all you gotta do is just take the pedal assist to 0, and it's a regular bike. They have to catch you using the motor. So if somebody say your bike not allowed, tell them get out your face. The pedal assist level is on 0. The throttle won't work. The motor will not turn on, even if you pedal. The motor will not engage. You put it on 1, it won't let you go faster than 8 or 9 miles per hour. You put it on 2, it won't go faster than 12 miles per hour. You put it on 3, it won't go faster than 17 miles per hour. You put it on 4, it won't go faster than 21 miles per hour. You put it on 5, with pedal assist, it can go up to 28 miles per hour. Those are your levels of assistance. Now, you also in the settings, you can determine how fast the motor will assist you. If you don't use the throttle, you can pedal. You can use the pedals and engage the motor. You can set it to go 1 revolution. You have to pedal and the motor come on. 2 revolutions, the motor come on. 3, you all the way up to 24. You can pedal 24 complete times before the motor come on, if that's what you want. If you want to exercise, you understand what I'm saying? But if you want to, say you come to a steep hill and you can't pedal up it, you can hit the throttle and the throttle will engage based on the assist level, what I just showed you between 1 to 5. That 1 to 5 determines how much assist you'll get. But you can just pedal. This is how I lose weight. I pedal with the bike. I want to get to the point where I don't need the motor at all. I want to get to the point where I don't need the motor at all. When I first started riding, I never pedaled. Unless we had a real steep hill and I was helping the bike out. That's the only time I pedal. Now I pedal when I want to. So I don't need to hold the throttle down, especially if we on level ground or going downhill and we come from a start. I don't need to hit the throttle. And a lot of times you'll see us start slow, and it's a reason. I got it on 3 revolutions. I have to pedal 3 times around before the motor kick in. If I use the throttle, the motor kick in immediately. This is how you build yourself up. Start out. And pedal assist 5, and then work your way down. Let me see what Marianne said. She says, you pedal more than you throttle. You said, I got my bike set for all that. All right, good. You're good to go. But there are people that don't know. And that's why it's good to do shows like this, because you teach people. You know, I have people leave comments on the E-Bike Life channel asking me questions about the bike. I got somebody asking me a question. Somebody asked me the other day about the GS9 Plus. I sold that to Mud Dog. I don't have the bike no more. But I went and looked at the manual, and I was able to give them some feedback. But they asked me about the bike. I don't even have it no more. But because they used my coupon code, I went out my way to go find out the information they need, even though I don't have the bike anymore. Because I appreciate the fact that they use my code. You know? But like I say, Marianne says, I use pedal assist 4 or 5, and my bike is set at, your bike is set at 100? Oh, you mean for the speed under PO number 8? Yeah, the bike will come from the factory. Remember I told you, United States has laws. People keep forgetting that. You know, there are laws. The laws say that a class 1 e-bike is 20 miles per hour with no throttle. It can't go more than 20 miles per hour with no throttle. That means only pedal assist. That means you have to pedal for the motor to come on, and it can't go faster than 20 miles per hour. Most of the e-bikes that you buy in the United States, they come locked. You have to go into the settings, like I just told you, hold the plus and minus down and go to the PO settings. You had to change it because the law says the bike can't go more than 20 miles per hour on flat ground. Now, they got around that by allowing you to change the settings. And you can have the bike go up to 28 miles per hour with the right conditions. But the law says no more than 20 for class 1. For class 2, bike can not go faster on level ground than 20 miles per hour. Not going uphill or downhill, but on level ground, it can't go faster than 20 miles per hour. Right? Doesn't say nothing about downhill. Doesn't say nothing about uphill. Just on level ground, it can't go faster than 20 miles per hour. If a cop see you doing more than 20 miles per hour on the street, they can give you a ticket on level ground. But they have to clock you. If they clock you at doing more than 20 miles per hour, they can give you a ticket. That's why whenever I see a cop, even if I don't have to, I pedal so they don't pay me no mind. I don't want to ride by a cop going all fast. That's going to make them look at me. I pedal. I don't have to, but I do. I have a video when I first got the bike, probably about a week after I first got the bike. I'm going down Greenmount Avenue. It's the video where we went down to the prison. And I'm on Greenmount approaching North Avenue, and it's a cop sitting there. I rode by him at like 26 miles per hour. That cop started following me. But I saw the cop, and I made sure I was pedaling. And I slowed down, and he followed me for a minute, and then he left me alone. So right then and there, I knew, when I see the police, pedal. I learned real quick. When you ride by the cops or any law enforcement, pedal. Even if you don't have to, pedal. They see you pedaling, they won't pay you no mind. But they see you ride by them all fast and you riding like you riding a motorcycle. Oh, they looking. All they gotta do is put that radar on you, and you done. They can give you a ticket, or they can impound your bike. A lot of people don't know that. That's why the e-bikes, I don't care what they claim the bike can do. When it comes to you, it's locked. The 20 miles per hour. You have to go in there and change the settings. And because it's coming from overseas and they don't use miles per hour, they use kilometers. 32 kilometers is 20 miles per hour. 45 kilometers. 45 kilometers is 28 miles per hour. So they tell you to put it on 45. I usually have Bessie between 65 and 100 kilometers. She can't do it, but some people say put it on 100, the maximum. But it tends to wear the controller. That's why I took it off 100. If I ride the bike hard, it'll cut off. So I like to leave it at 65, 67. Some people put it on 100 kilometers. Like I said, if you ride the bike hard, the controller will cut the bike off. So keep that in mind. I know you went to speed and all that. Sometimes it's better. It's better to go farther, a little slower than it is. They had the bike cut off on you, because then you get all scared. Oh no, they're motor. Oh no. That's why I say you gotta have a balance. You know, when you're young, you just want speed. When you start getting older, you just want to get around longer and have fun and enjoy the things and look at the flowers and the bees and, you know, everything. You don't see nothing. You know, I'm just saying. But yeah, pedal assist is what allows me to get the weight loss, because I can't pedal the bike by myself uphill. I can't do it. But I can assist the motor going uphill. When we on level ground, I can pedal the bike. But a year ago, I couldn't pedal the bike at all. So now I find myself doing a lot of pedaling. And this week, and I said this week, I started putting the pedal assist level on 3. I think I had it on 2 today. I'll be able to show you in the video. I think I had it on 2 today when we was riding through the woods. And I didn't notice much difference. And then when we got to the when we came off the big bridge, I put it back in 5. I gotta tell you, I didn't notice much difference. It didn't feel different, you know, because I was pedaling with it. It didn't feel different. When I was just on throttle, I noticed a difference when I put it back in the 5. But if you pedaling, you really don't really feel a difference. That's why I say a lot of stuff is in your mind. It's in your mind. So I say, you know, a lot of people have that stuff in their mind. Let me see what Mariam's saying. She said she do the same thing. Well, all right, so let's get back to the video. Like I said, if anybody want to help the show out and use the code BROTHER to buy a bike, they'll send me one to show y'all. If not, don't worry about it. Use the other codes that I showed you and save a couple more dollars. Wait a minute. Miriam says, that's true. They do be looking at you just riding on me like you said, and they won't mess with you. Yeah, I learned the hard way. Like I said, that cop started following me. I learned real quick. I had a cop follow me the other day. I pedaled my butt off. We were coming down rolling by that rural farm where all them people be sitting there eating and stuff when I be showing y'all. It was a cop sitting right there, and he saw me fly down the hill, and it was downhill. I wasn't accelerating because it was downhill. I just was riding down the hill. He was like, look at this guy flying like a maniac. And he pulled up behind me and followed me for a block. I pedaled my butt off. And let me tell you, that's that strip that's raggedy as all the way. Man. But you know what? We took them bumps. I was pedaling my butt off. It ain't gonna get me that easy. That's why I say, you know, I see them young boys on the dirt bikes, they be riding by, yeah, and they look at me and laugh. I don't look at them and laughing. Because they got one eye looking for the cops. I ain't looking for the cops. Put on them. They can't do nothing to me. They can't do nothing. So what are we riding in right now? All right, we in PSA 5 right now. PAS 5. This is 5 right now. If you be riding down your coaster, there's the throttle right there. I ain't using the throttle. We just riding down the hill. You see right there, we're using the throttle. My hand right there, throttle's right there. We're not using it. We're just coasting. You can do this on a regular bike. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. Hold on, y'all. You're gonna show me love because I'm not a thug. What? You want to show me love because I'm not a thug. Don't get down with the trouble we never find. To get that crap on the internet, not to let it down. Take it down with the brother who never find.
spent all this time at the damn light. Ain't no thing like this.
Yeah, that's the taxi bridge down there. And we're going around this circle. We want to be on that side, but it's a one way. So we got to ride through the circle. And we going up the sidewalk. And we coming back around this building. Well, you might get jacked. Now, we were just sitting right there at that light. We actually went in a circle and came back. We were right there. That light we were sitting at, we were sitting right there. But it's a one way. So we had to go around this building. And this building right here. We make the right hand. Yup, Mercedes too. I ain't got no money to pay for no Mercedes. Now this is a one way. So we're gonna cheat. And we came and got into the bike lane. The bike lane got 2 lanes. And you can see somebody's in it right now. Look, y'all, that's 80 feet right there. Keep in mind, we're going to keep hitting 83. We just riding with it. There's the taxi bridge right there. Y'all see the taxi bridge right there. And we ain't been on that bridge many a day. Now, we're about to go under it. We're going to make the left here. There's the taxi bridge. And see, we're going under it. That's the bike shop where we got Bessie overhauled at. Right here. Then we go on that taxi bridge. And that's the North Avenue Bridge right there. Real house, I tell y'all that that building don't go nowhere. And you see it, you fall out the window, you did. See the bridge right there? Ain't nothing. You gonna fall. Now, that's train tracks right there. Not for cars. Now, this is an old train station. Then they turned it into a museum. Railroad, Maryland, Pennsylvania Railroad. There used to be a railroad station back in the day. Like I said, we following the stream and we following Route 83. Y'all hear me talk about it a lot because all we do is we go over it, we go under it, we go beside it. I said city yard. How you doing? On another bridge. Everybody else on the mic? I wish I could jog like that. He gone too. I wish I could jog like that. Hey, y'all see, we in Pedal Assist 3. Y'all see that? We in Pedal Assist 3. And I'm pedaling. There's the throttle. My hand out on the throttle. You see the throttle right there. And I just hit it. You heard me say I'm resting my legs. And then I let go of it and I'm pedaling again. Come on, bikes. How y'all doing? Hey, buddies. One day we're going to see where that goes. I think it's that hill. That hill is a killer. Wait a minute. What happened? What did I say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was okay looking. I like how 1 minute you see civilization and then you back in the woods. Look at that. 1 minute you see civilization and then you back in the woods. How you doing? Here we go. If we was to break down right here, I wouldn't know what to tell an Uber driver. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't know what to tell an Uber driver to come get it. I wouldn't know the address. There ain't no houses or nothing. Yeah, you can right there. stop sign. Our next trip, we going back here.
We need a revolution. What is revolution? Don't ask me, I don't know. What the hell you like that? Let's get close to the house. Come on, baby, guys. Why you these fellas are living like a male marriott?
Now, this is Route 83 right here. Second video, we be going in. Down there.
You know you ain't gonna straight, but it's time to talk to you.
All right, we going under 83. And we going over the water.
Look at the thing, yeah.
Now I'm gonna show y'all the stream a little bit closer when we come back.
It's going right. It's always hard, and this is carrying on along the God. Going right. It's always hard. This is carrying on along the God.
I want to know what's up that road. In the second video, we go up that road. Y'all see the light rail tracks?
Y'all see the bridge right there before that field. Take the time and right, and the whole crew better. We don't need a damn thing.
That is a one way. Now we going up to get on the bridge. Y'all see, it used to be a house right here. It's knocked down. Used to be a house right there. See the stuff for it? That house was sale. Anybody want a house? It's like a little house right there. Anybody want to live on the hill? Ain't no parking though.
We need a revolution.
What's the solution? This is our Fox affiliate and our UPN affiliate right here. TV stations right there.
This is our that's like the UPN studio right there.
Y'all the satellites on it? And that's our that channel 13 tower right there. All right, we going over. All right, y'all. Going over the bridge. Yup, that's 383 right there. See how some bridge? We were just down there. We were right there.
I think you can learn it. He had a time to that. I'm ready about that. No, I just started talking about
Yeah, we still in Puddle says 3. We still in 3. Y'all can see I'm pedaling. See, we are pedaling. Yes, we are.
You know, you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to go through that. You know? When you don't know what you're doing.
I'm still in 3.
I'm going to hit the pedal with this over up the outside.
Now I'm moving it up. See? Hold on. Back it up. We was in 3.
I'm going to hit the pedal with this over up the outside.
4, 5.
It's when you speak when you get up here. There you go, more construction.
This is a long life. Still sitting there. We still sitting there.
Who you with? Where you from? What you done? What you got? Who you shot? Where's your gun? Why you done? Right there, bro. The one. Man. So.
Nah, that's that story.
Stop it. I think you feel. I need this. Listen to the words. I see these like Hershey. I keep USA so you can't feel traffic. You feel shot. Parade.
There I am, coming out of the store.
You look good to me right here. Stop right in the eye. Take him off the rock. Take him outside of the lock. Anyway, you make baby look. Let's get on the top. Look, you better push it back to your people instead of black people. I'll tell you, I'm a church people. Make a point.
I look crazy. I think I'm right on mess with me. I look crazy.
Yo, all I hate is you shot to your head. One shot, point left to the head. How do you want it? How do you want it? Two shots in your head. One shot, point right to the head. How do you want it? How do you want it?
All right, let's speed up.
We all know what's little vigilante getting out. Go there, yeah, I take the friends when I see you go down and do this. Yeah, go down there. How to sell overtime sweatshirts, tight jeans, we can jump out there. You know what I mean? I think and what do I think? Talking about time before we here. One got white, the other was that roll. And it's necessary. And that along other song.
Anybody want some Dunkin' Donuts? I really don't care for that donuts. Let me be honest with you.
Being realistic and letting materialistic possessions become a non-obsession, but realize that life is a variable aspect. Making wise decisions so that we have no regret. Openly expressing our views, no hesitation. And in the midst of the world, where are you? Relationships with girls. I want to live a like
That's a ride one up. We have an affiliate link for that. Nobody ever bought nothing.
Like that. And nobody know bought one. Every time I was sitting on the real life. But we do have an affiliate code we got for that. Yeah.
I don't give you no frills. He had to put that on that. The right. You can see the motor back there.
It's gonna happen.
Am I back out yet? gonna see how she look. All right. See if I knew it.
No, stop that. But no. Get up on the curb.
Get up on the curb. Put our leg on.
Get our leg
Now,
on.
once everybody have short legs. What are you doing? All right, let's get moving. What y'all doing? I'm enjoying my tangerine.
I'm in the wrong lane. God damn.
The lights so damn long. Like, no, we still sit there. Family, God damn it. Going over 83. Go on that light long. Let's go.
Everything. Now we end it. How you doing? Railroad crossing right there. Dream's so small right there, it ain't even worth looking at. Y'all see the thing?
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all ain't paying attention. My bad. Let's back it up a little bit.
Dream's so small right there, it ain't even worth looking at.
See, now we under 83.
Y'all see the thing?
We just came over this little bridge.
Look it up. You just came over that bridge, y'all. Now, Route 83 is above our head.
What drives the water?
Most people probably come here every day and don't pay this no mind. Look at how the river just moves. What's pushing the
In
water?
the next video, we go over that bridge and we go back there. But it's getting late. I ain't gonna show y'all the second video today. At least we got one of them out the way. Because tomorrow, we got a long ride. I got 3 doctor's appointments. I can't believe I'm still up. It's 2 in the morning.
All right, I gave Bentley a chance to rest. Gave y'all a chance to see the waterfall. This is the same stream and the same highway that we keep going under and over and around. And we under. So let's go. All right, so I know you got a stream. Anything coming? No, let's go. Ain't nothing coming, let's go. I didn't even realize that we were next to the train. That's what became at night. No, turn on what I'm doing. You dead? The car is 83? That's another way to go under.
We have enough battery power. But our next trip to where we going down there, see where that road go. We're gonna go see where that road go. I'm curious, man.
Mechanical. I remember that. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? Hello, Buckies.
I took the photo with this over there and State Battery. I know what he's doing.
They're eating, they're chilling.
And this is three, they're going good.
Y'all can see that they're the same strain. Stream, river, whatever you want to call it.
All right, y'all ready to see the train down there right there? All right. That was nice of that man to help me with my food. You know, they're getting like that was the thing. Somebody was talking about racism. The devil wants to know what I was going to happen.
One day we want to see where that go. I don't know if we're going anywhere there.
They want to see the light in you. Regardless of what race you are. I won't walk over there and tell you all that, but I already told you the train. When it comes, I just get on the road now. How y'all doing?
Let's show the bridge from this side. We always show up from this side. Let's show up from this side.
Hello?
I wonder what's back there. That's for the trains, train bridge.
As they're going to hold on, no matter you're going to take it real. And that's fine, they do. I know that. All out the window, you see. See, you're going to take it out on the rock down there. I don't know. What's up, buddy?
Baltimore Bicycle Works, but we got Bessie fixed. All right, see you 83. You keep right on going. We're leaving it. We've been riding beside it all that time. We rode over it, beside it. It was under it.
You take it up the pedal with this drive, man.
What assist level we in 5. See how low the battery is? I didn't change it.
This is the building we got to go around.
Iron Hall, Symphony Hall. This is like long.
Hey, buddy, I'm going through the car.
Yeah, the light rail tracks. We back in the stream. We actually follow these tracks. Exactly. Went to a station.
They got the cars lined up. Hey, look at the cars right here. Everybody in there motherfuckers, this is rubber level. Man, they got the cars lined up.
You said you the only person? Yeah, it might be as late. And I'm broadcasting on 3 channels. I got it's 2 on 1, 2 on 1, and 1 on 1.
I got that. Welfare. Welcome day. Hey, how's it coming?
Yeah, it's 2 in the morning. expect a lot of people to be, to be watching. Y'all watch tomorrow when you wake up.
Hey. 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 And like you can
Got my new pants on. My new jacket on. Gloves on. We looking good. I say Raven symbol right there. 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 Hey. There's my building right there. Hey, get down. Hey. Look at the people looking at me. See the Twin Towers? Look at that. They're cold block. Look at that. One day we're going to see what's down there. Now dismount. Turn the pedals in. See the pedals? Fold in. So that way they don't poke me in the leg when I'm walking, see? They don't poke me in the leg. They're not poking out.
Y'all have a great night.
I don't know what she's doing sitting there, but we can go out there and hang out and just chill if we want.
Pretty good. Yeah, praise the Lord.
There's our washroom. I'll never see what it is. I'll never go in there. I got 2 washing machines. We don't go in the washroom for. Hey, they got 2 of them. What the heck I going to washing machine for?
I got a feeling. Come on in.
All right. All righty. Yeah, altogether it's 5 people over 3 channels. There's not a lot of people watching right now because it's 2:28 in the morning. So I got a doctor's appointment at 10:30. I don't know how I'm gonna make these appointments. It's already 2, it's almost 3 in the morning. So I'm about to go lay down and hopefully I can get up. That's all I can do is hope I can get up, make this appointment. It's for the foot doctor, so I mean I really ain't sweating, but yeah. So hopefully I can get up and get to it. Hopefully doing this show and tired me out. Not to mention the bike ride today, which we didn't show you yet. That was on the 1st. We did a bike ride today also. And so I'll probably show you all that tomorrow. But God willing, I can get up and we can get out of here early. I got an appointment, like I said, at 10:30 a.m. I got one at 11:15 in the same hospital the following. So we need to be out of here by 9:30. We need to be on the road to be there by 10:30 because it's 6.1 miles. So we got some riding to do. You know, if I wake up too late, I might just take an Uber. But that's not no fun. There ain't no fun taking no Uber. So I was gonna fry them steaks. It's too late. It's too late. I already had shrimp and rice, and I had my donuts. We just ate 4 tangerines. I'm just gonna go lay down and try to fall asleep. I got up today at 11 something, so I'm not gonna go to the bathroom. And hopefully, I'll have to wake up to go to the bathroom, and I'm hoping that's what gets me up. I'm being honest. I'm hoping that's what gets me up. So let me get out of here. I appreciate those of y'all that stayed up with me. Thank you. And I will see y'all tomorrow. We should be on the road 10:30 a.m. We should be on the road at 9:30. I want to be on the road at 9. God willing. If we can be out of here, if I can get up at 7 and we can be out of here, I'm going to go ahead and lay my clothes out. Y'all don't realize what it takes to do a mobile live stream. Because I might just try to make it there and then go live when I come out. But we got 2 appointments at the first hospital. And then the last appointment is at 3 at the other hospital. So we're going to 2 different hospitals tomorrow. So we got some riding to do. Oh, before I go, let me show y'all what I bought today. Before we go, let me show y'all what I bought today. I showed y'all on the phone earlier. Let me show y'all what I bought today. All right, that should bring y'all in. I bought these Raven shoes today. I only got them because they say Ravens all over them. I don't like low cut shoes, but I got them because they say Ravens all over them. So that's why we got them. But we ordered those today. They should be here Monday. We also ordered this Raven shirt that we went to the doctors. I like because it says Baltimore on the side. There ain't nothing on the back though. That's what I don't like. Ain't nothing on the back. It should say Ravens on the back too, or Baltimore or something. But I got that. And we ordered this today. We ordered this today. See it say Baltimore Ravens on the sleeve. And we got this for the cold days. You know when it's cold out. And we got this. It's thermal. So I got those to go to the doctors with. And that's the gloves right there. And that's one pair of pants. They removed that item, but I got it. I don't know what happened. I bought some thermal socks for when it get cold. We out there on the bike. And, you know, that's my Adidas sweatshirt. And there's a pair of pants I bought. And that's the hoodie y'all saw me riding with today. This is the hoodie we got. They got different styles. I might wind up getting another one. I might wind up getting another one. I bought that shirt. I don't like it because it got the pocket on there, but I got it because it's the Oreo color. We wearing this tomorrow to the doctors. We wearing this sweater tomorrow. It's called Crown and Ivy, but we wearing that to the doctors tomorrow. And I had to call them and tell them that I didn't want this jacket. We didn't get this jacket. So I see that they got different styles. Well, where's the one that we got? That's the one we got right there at the bottom, but I'm not seeing it in the list. Where is it? There it is. This is the one we got right here. Isn't that nice? I had to write them a letter, let them know. Don't send that one. That's another pair of pants that I got. Another pair of pants that I got. That's the sound system. I was gonna get these shoes until I realized that you know there was only $18, and I had made a deal to get them for $5. But then I realized something. You know, when you see a price, you don't look. They used. See, pre-owned. When I saw I said, "Oh heck no! Look at this. Nobody want to get these shoes. Somebody want them already. Look at that. They got a rip in it." I told them, "Give my heck no. Give my money back." With that crap. Don't nobody want that crap. I had to tell them. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want that crap. I'm just being honest. You know, when you ain't got it, you ain't got no choice. But when you got a choice, you want to go with the best you can get. Yeah, I told him. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. I will see y'all tomorrow. If you can help the show out, somebody use the brother code buy an e-bike. Good one. When I come on here and I tell y'all I got the tracking number for the new bike they sent in, it's already on the way, cancel the order. They ain't already sent the bike. What they gonna do? It's already coming. Cancel it. Anybody that could afford to go a week without the money, help us out so I can have something to show y'all. I would like to show y'all the Climber. I think the features that bike has, I think that it's one of the best bikes you can get right now for under $2,000. The fact that it's full suspension, fat tire, it got a Bafang motor that peaks at over 900 watts. It's got a 17.5 amp hour battery, hydraulic car-like brakes. It's got a 9-speed Shimano Altus shifter. It's got the display built into the handlebar frame, not sitting out, but it's actually built into it. I would like to test that bike out. I would like to show y'all what the bike can be. If I had the money to buy it, I would just buy it. But they'll send me one. I might have to send it back, but like they really gonna come get it. But if somebody would purchase the bike, any bike, just go to my website. Anybody go put in the code BROTHER. PaselecBikes.com. Under coupon code, put in BROTHER. They'll send us a bike, and I can show y'all what it can do and put it through its paces, put it through a speed test and everything. But like I said, you see me riding around now. It won't kill me if I don't get it, but it would be nice to have something to do. Instead of riding the same old bike, it'd be nice to have something to do. And maybe y'all will see what they can do and you say, hey, I want this, I want that for my niece or for my brother or, you know. So anyway, like I said, let me get out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great night and thanks for watching. And we out. See y'all in the morning.